Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation of that message reads like this. Hello, Brother Nash, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? So I am working as a prostitute here in South Africa, but I am from Zim, and I have been working as a prostitute from a very long time. But now I am thinking of getting a job. I am really scared. As for now, I am only prostituting myself to guys that I can see that they are not rich. I am now scared of these rich guys because of what happened to my friend. So I have this other friend of mine. Currently, she is in hospital. So my friend, she is also here with me in South Africa, and we were both working as prostitutes at the same place. And my friend, she was picked up this other day by this other Nigerian dude. So when she was picked up by that guy, then they went on their way, and the guy, we also that he seemed to have a lot of money. So when she went with that guy, she then called me mysteriously. When I answered the phone, she was not like talking to me, and I sensed that she had just called me and placed her phone inside her handbag because she wanted me to hear everything that was happening to her, to be a witness. But I could not clearly understand what the guy was saying. You know, those guys that are from West Africa, when they are talking, like they have like loud voices. So I could not make out like what he was saying. So then the phone just went quiet and she dropped the call. Then the next morning, that was when I called to the hospital because she had given the nurses my phone numbers. So I was called and I went there. And when I saw my friend, I started crying. So she then told me everything that had happened. My friend said that just after she had been picked up by that Nigerian dude, as the guy was busy driving, the guy then told her that he wanted to take her to the most expensive hotel that is here in this province where I am staying. And I'm even scared to tell you the province where I am staying for the sake of keeping my friend safe. So my friend said that as the guy was busy driving, he said that he wanted to go with my friend to the most expensive hotel in our province. And as he was busy driving, that was when he said to my friend, how about you just make me to feel good? And my friend said, how am I supposed to make you feel good? And I thought that we are going to wait until we get to the hotel. But that guy then said that, how about you open the zipper of my trousers and then you start to give me a blowjob whilst I am driving. So my friend, she then said that she totally agreed. And after she had agreed to give the dude a blowjob, then when she kept on giving the dude a blowjob, she said that she felt really different, like in her mouth, as if she was no longer tasting his manhood, but something that was moving in her mouth. So she then looked, and when she looked, she saw that this was no longer a manhood, but it was like a snake that she had in her mouth. She was So when she saw that the manhood had transformed into a snake, she screamed. And after she had screamed, that was when she quickly dialed my number, because all the girls that I am friends with, they have me on speed dial, and I also have them on speed dial just in case if you have been booked by a customer, if anything bad happens, then you just call that person so that we will be able to alert the police that something has gone wrong somewhere. So that is why she had just called me and just placed her phone in her handbag, wanting me to know that there was something bad that had happened to her so that we can inform the police. So my friend then told me that when the guy kept on telling her to shut up, she screamed until the guy told her that he was going to kill her if she was not going to continue giving him a blowjob. So she refused to give that snake like a blowjob. And when she saw that this guy, he was getting angrier and angrier, that was when she slowly removed the seat belt as if she was getting ready to give him a blowjob again. And then she opened the door whilst the guy was busy driving, and she just jumped out of the car whilst the car was driving. She said that she raised her head just a little bit and she saw that the guy never stopped. He kept on driving as if nothing had happened. So my friend, she then collapsed and she fainted, and she was picked up whilst she was just lying there by the side of the road, and she was rushed to the hospital. Right now, I am traumatized. I am even scared. It is just that I don't have a job. If I had a job, I was going to stop prostituting myself so that I can go and work. But at the same time, when I think about my family that I left back home in Zim, I have to continue prostituting myself. Otherwise, I won't be able to send them any money. What I have decided to do is just to prostitute myself to the guys, those that are poor, that sometimes bring 50 rand. It is far much better that I make less money than to go after all of these rich guys, because I am really scared. And I hope that to those that are listening to my story, if they are prostitutes, they need to be very careful. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by our dear sister. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Then there is another message that was sent to me. The message reads like this: hello brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I want to confess to you that my parents, they are both ritualists, and I hope that your listeners are not going to skip my confession and they are going to learn one or two things from my own story. So my father, he is these spiritual dogs. So these dogs, they are not physical, they are just spiritual. And if there is any of your listeners who always have these dreams where they are being hunted down by dogs or being attacked by dogs, then they have to wake up and pray. If they believe in their ancestors, then they have to speak with their ancestors. If they are Christians, then they need to wake up and pray. Because whenever you have a dream, and in that dream you are being hunted down by dogs, know that there is someone out there who is monitoring you using their monitoring spirit. So my father, he has these spiritual dogs, and my father and my mother, they are both using their relatives. They are very rich, but they are now old. So they have since recruited my elder brother. He is the one whom they always bring into their bedroom. And that is how they have gotten so rich. I want people to know that witchcraft, it is there. Sometimes these stories, they do not make sense that you read, but they need to know that witchcraft, it is for real. I have seen my mother and my father performing a lot of rituals. These spiritual dogs that are used by my father and my mother, they always follow their relatives, and they always see into the future, and they are always sniffing around. And if they just suspect that you are about to have a spiritual breakthrough, then what they do is that they come back and they speak with my father and my mother. Then they will say, come and see, come and see. That is when we will see my mother, my father, and my elder brother rushing to the bedroom so that they can make sure that my father's relative, who will be about to have a spiritual or a financial breakthrough, will always miss that opportunity. This is what happens in my own family, brother Nashi.